Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Many of you have seen this widespread photograph of the Yogi Bhajan tantric Kundalini yogis. But many of you have not seen the hidden worship of Yogi Bhajan, which is shown clearly here in this photograph. Right above the Siri Guru Granth Sahib is a huge tantric painting of Yogi Bhajan, trying to channel his tantric occult powers. Now, I was with the Yogi Bhajan Tantric Kundalini Yoga group for 30 years. My name is Guru Sant Singh. And I witnessed this worship of Yogi Bhajan, this worship of many Hindu gods and goddesses, which is all hidden from other Sikhs. Yogi Bhajan and the 3HO people did not want you to know about this. But the reality of it is that they do a lot of these occult practices, these 3HO people, and SikhNet included. Astrology, this numerology, tantric numerology, and all of these Shiv Shakti worships. Now, Dr. Trilochan Singh wrote about this extensively in 1977. But Yogi Bhajan covered up that book, and the 3HO people continue to censor any kind of criticism against them and try to hide all of these un-Sikh-like practices. You can see here another shot of this Yogi Bhajan tantric painting that looms over the darbar there of the Siri Guru Granth Sahib there in Espanola, New Mexico. Now, many Sikhs have asked what we can do about this. I've been talking about this for several years now. And the Yogi Bhajan people are very stubborn. There's no question about it. So, one thing we can all do is write SikhNet, write the Yogi Bhajan people, and put the pressure on. This has to change. SikhNet is one of the most popular websites among Sikhs, and they're really giving a misconception about what Sikhi is about, what the Yogi Bhajan people are really about. I will also take Sikhs to New Mexico if you want to see this for yourself firsthand, and I'll try to get the Yogi Bhajan people to talk with you. They've censored me at every turn, but I think if we go there as a group of Sikhs and try to talk to them, talk to Gurmustik, this Guruka Singh, and the other Yogi Bhajan people, I think we might be able to get somewhere with them. But it's going to take a group effort. It's going to take an effort among all Sikhs to try to persuade them and get them on the right path to Sikhi. But we all need to work together on this. Now, I made this video a couple years ago during the Yogi Bhajan celebrations there shortly after 10 years after he died. And I want to play this video for you so you can get some more ideas about what I'm talking about.
The Lies and Warping of Sikhi by Yogi Bhajan's SikhNet, 3HO, and Sikh Dharma International. Worship of Yogi Bhajan, like a guru, was revealed in the newsletter from SS Guru Jokar Khalsa, Secretary General of Yogi Bhajan Sikh Dharma International / Khalsa Council, dated November 4th, 2014. In the newsletter, shown here in the video, you will immediately see that Guru Jokar says, and I quote, "In closing the meetings, we did the Tritaka meditation together, and members showed and shared how the Siri Singh Sahib, Yogi Bhajan, touched our lives. Yogi Bhajan called this staring at his tantric photo Guru Yoga." And you can see a picture of the picture they stared at right there, and I put a YouTube video in the description here where Yogi Bhajan describes this himself, how his students should meditate on his photo. Now let's be perfectly clear here. Yogi Bhajan's so-called Khalsa Council of Sikh Dharma didn't close their meeting with a typical bow with Ardas and Bach. Rather, they did the Chotaka meditation, staring at Yogi Bhajan's tantric photo. The newsletter goes on to include remarks by MSS Kirtan Singh Khalsa, who is the chairman of the new board which controls all the billions of dollars worth of Yogi Bhajan profit, non-profit organizations. This MSS Kirtan Singh Khalsa presents one of the most mendacious statements I have ever heard. He says, and I quote from him, "The teachings of the Siri Singh Sahib are the teachings of the Guru. Everything he taught us was from the Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib." Did you get that? Let me repeat this with emphasis. He is saying, Kirtan Singh is saying, that everything that Yogi Bhajan taught is from the Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib. This statement is such a blatant and outrageous lie that is breathtaking in its mendacity. I was so shocked, hurt, and angered by this statement that it took me several days to compose myself so I could actually write about this in a relatively detached frame of mind. How could anyone who has the slightest knowledge of Gurbani say this? How could the other members of the so-called Khalsa Council let him say this without challenging such an obvious mistruth? How could Sikh Dharma International put out a newsletter to their membership containing such a falsehood which is insulting to Gurbani? I could cite hundreds, perhaps thousands of examples to show how untrue this statement is. But let me just show you three. Number one, Yogi Bhajan taught that you should meditate on his photograph, as the Bhajanist Khalsa Council just demonstrated in this newsletter that I've shown here in the video. Yogi Bhajan taught that you could be liberated in 40 days if you practice Kundalini Yoga. Yogi Bhajan taught that he could take on all the karma of his students, and that the reason that he was so sick was that his students had a lot of bad karma. Now, can anyone who is familiar with Gurbani tell me where such ideas occur in Guru Granth Sahib? Of course, they don't. And there are many, many more ideas that Yogi Bhajan taught that have no relationship to Gurbani whatsoever. In fact, it would be truthful to say that Yogi Bhajan's teachings that have no relationship to Gurbani vastly outnumber his teachings that do. The biggest tragedy is that if this kind of lie goes unchallenged, it will become part of the ever-growing legend and personality cult that is growing around Yogi Bhajan. I've already had 3HO yoga students ask me where in the Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib they can find Yogi Bhajan meditations. For almost 40 years, Yogi Bhajan and the Bhajanist followers have played fast and loose with the truth. Their deceitfulness has by and large gone unchallenged. Thus, such out-and-out falsehoods as Yogi Bhajan was a master of Kundalini Yoga by the time he was 16 years old, and there are 250,000 American Sikhs, have become accepted as facts in the Bhajanist community, as well as among many Sikhs and Punjabis. Finally, people, Sikhs and non-Sikhs are standing up to say enough. Yet this does not stop the Bhajanists from continuing with their campaign of half-truths, misconception, and outright lies. The attached newsletter from the recent Bhajanist Khalsa Council meetings is a case in point. On Saturday, October 4th, 2014, the Jethro of the Occultuck addressed the Khalsa Council in Espanola, New Mexico. Before he spoke, he was welcomed by the same MSS Kirtan Singh Khalsa, who said this, and I quote, "The Siri Singh Sahib was blessed by Guru Ram Das to be a great Sikh leader. We are Sikhs, Khalsa, because we have been touched by the Guru. The Siri Singh Sahib recognized this clearly. He took his first group of students on a yatra to India in 1972. There they took Amrit Sancho." End quote, Kirtan Singh. Now this is an example, an excellent example, in fact, of how the Bhajanists take a fact that makes them look good, but do not give the complete truth, because to do so would paint a very different picture. Here's what actually happened on that trip. It was 1971, not 1972 to start with. A group of young Americans went to India with Yogi Bhajan, believing they were going to be studying yoga, since that's how the journey was advertised. After falling out with his own teacher, that's Yogi Bhajan's own teacher, Baba Versa Singh, Yogi Bhajan made these American yoga students dress in Punjabi clothes. The male students were told to wear turbans and the women shunis. They were given instructions not to mention yoga if they talked to any Punjabis. And I put a video, complete video to this. It's called Yogi Bhajan's Gaura Sikhs, the true history behind 1970 trip, yatra trip to India, in the description of this video. In In spite of no previous mention of Sikhi being the focus of the trip, day after day, these bewildered Americans were taken to Gurdwara after Gurdwara, with Yogi Bhajan telling the Punjabis that these were American Sikhs that he had created. Naturally, the presence of American Sikhs was exciting to the Punjabis and everyone and everywhere the group went. Huge crowds gathered. Of course, Yogi Bhajan was speaking in Punjabi, which the hapless Americans could not understand. Thus, they had no idea what was going on and how he was presenting them as Sikhs. Participants in the experience recall being told what to do and feeling like they were merely pawns in a larger game. While the party was in Amritsar, Yogi Bhajan ordered several of them to take Amrit. They had no idea what they were getting into, no idea what the ceremony was about, and especially no knowledge of its immense historical and spiritual significance. This is well documented. Only one of the 84 people who went to India still considers themselves to be a Sikh. The overwhelming majority, about 75 of a party of 84, left Yogi Bhajan as soon as they returned to the USA. There was a documentary film crew who were part of the Indian party. When they returned to the U.S., they edited their footage into a complete film. In his book, Sikhism and Tantric Yoga, Dr. Trilochan Singh describes how he had the opportunity to see this documentary film, which was later bought by Yogi Bhajan for an undisclosed sum and probably destroyed, since there has been neither trace nor mention of it since. Here's a link where you can download Dr. Trilochan Singh's book, Sikhism and Tantric Yoga, as a free PDF file. And I'll put that in the description again to the video. I highly recommend this book. It was a real eye-opener for me, after being in Yogi Bhajan's group for 30 years, to read this book. Yogi Bhajan hid this book from us. He didn't want us to see it. He didn't want us to associate with Sikhs, and Sikhs from India especially. Now, Dr. Trilochan Singh says in this book, the scene shifts to Amritsar. The Americans are lodged in the precincts of the Golden Temple. Some of them have continued to declare in the film that they came for yoga and not for Sikhism, continue to smoke and to burn candles before Yogi's picture. That's that same Chatakam tantric picture that I showed you earlier. Humiliating scene is the Jethro of the occult administering Amrit baptism. To the reluctant and ignorant Americans, they are huddled together and told that all they have to do is to keep their eyes open and say, why could you every time they are given baptismal water. While baptism is being administered in the film, one can hear laughter, giggling, and disturbances from outsiders who are watching and commenting. The whole spectacle is so sacrilegious and an open insult to the authentic and traditional method of administering Sikh baptism that I do not think Sikh baptism was ever made such a mockery and empty ritual as was done by the present SGBC leadership. Those who are receiving baptism do not know what they are receiving, and those who are administering baptism do not care to explain what they are giving. The greatest sacrilegious act, and even sin, by those who act as panchpiaris is to administer baptism to those who do not deserve it and those who are not fully prepared for it. The giggling, laughter, undesirable utterances by outsiders, people under the panchpiaris and other noises make the ceremony a humiliating and disgusting sight. What then was the result of all this theatrical baptism administered in the most undesirable manner from the sanctum sanctorum of the Kaltaka, holiest of the holy places? Within a month, when these Americans came back, 80 of the 84 American followers of Yogi Bhajan shaved off and left him, and Sikhism by Bhajan's own admission. The whole episode is a lasting stigma on the manner Kaltaka's sanctity is maintained. Now, in 1987, Pamela Dyson, known in 3HO as Premka Kaur Khalsa, Yogi Bhajan's longtime secretary and mistress, sued Yogi Bhajan. 3HO and Sikh Dharma, alleging, amongst other things, fraud and deceit, assault and battery, false arrest and imprisonment, intentional infliction of severe emotional distress. Yogi Bhajan never contested the suit, and it was settled out of court for a large but undisclosed sum paid to the plaintiffs. The full legal complaint can be found here, and I'll put a link to that in the description of the video again. And I might just add that I was on security with Yogi Bhajan during these lawsuits that were going on in LA in the early 1980s. And Yogi Bhajan refused to testify at the deposition. I talked to Premka's attorney after I left 3HL, and he says that Yogi Bhajan always come up with these excuses from his Khalsa doctors saying he was not well enough to testify. I know Yogi Bhajan was well enough because we went to La Scala, fancy restaurants in Beverly Hills, and shopped in Beverly Hills all the time during the time of this lawsuit. So he could have testified in that lawsuit. So we go on to tell here what Predgar, Miss Dyson's legal documents address about this fiasco in Amritsar. She says, paragraph 28, it was during this trip to India that defendants claimed that I took Sikh vows. It is true that I participated in a ceremony which Bhajan orchestrated at the temple of Amritsar. However, at that time I understood very little about the Sikh religion or what the import of the ceremony might be. I did not make a decision that I wanted to become a Sikh or to take Sikh vows prior to going on to the temple or prior to taking the trip to India. Paragraph 29, she says, this was one of many instances like the abortion related above in which I did not choose my conduct or the way I wished to proceed with my life. Bhajan made the choice of what my action would be and presented it to me as decided. All of us who were on the trip to Amritsar in 1970-71 participated in what defendants called taking Sikh vows. I participated in the ceremony because Bhajan told me it was special and he wanted me to do it. I had no independent recognition that the ceremony is a religious ceremony, nor did I know what place any of the ceremony had in the Sikh religion. In spite of all this, the Bhajanists and SikhNet present this event as a great step forward for 3HO and for Sikhi. The unspoken suggestion is that even back in 1971, a great many Americans wanted to be part of the Khalsa. Obviously, this is not true. The Americans who participated in this Amritsar have absolutely no idea what was going on. This is a great example of how the Bhajanists and SikhNet present incomplete information to show themselves in a better light. It's now time for concerned Sikhs everywhere to speak out about this.